A brother shooting his shot at you right now. Do
Okay.
you mind joining real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I can log back on.
Yeah. Just click that link and log on.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you, I'm a hell of a broker. Okay.
I
Hey,
see that was quick.
let me tell you.
He's the man.
And I'm not even charging y'all fees for this. Y'all know these matchmakers out here be hitting y'all in the head for about 10, 15 bands. All right, we doing this all for the strength of the community right now.
It's getting hot in here.
It absolutely is, Ryan. I would agree with that. And I want to let you guys be able to have your own discussion here. And you know how we do it here. We are a rather traditional platform. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and lead the conversation, Josh. So you do your thing from here.
Okay. So it's Allegra, right?
Yes.
I didn't get your location.
I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Greensboro.
where you were raised and born in?
Yeah, I was raised and born. I'm
Born
a
and raised.
Carolina girl.
Okay. Cool. So I'm actually from Jackson, Mississippi. So
Oh, okay.
Southern guy.
You're Southern. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been up their way. It's like a mini Atlanta though, right? That's what they call it in
No,
Charlotte. No?
no, not this way. Not a mini
Really?
Atlanta. I mean, it's a lot of land. It's some good times here. But sorry, somebody's calling me and I don't know how to. Okay, can y'all still see me? Okay, great. But yeah, it's a time here. It's kind of like a mix. You got the city and then you got the southern life. So I like to fish. My dad is a fisherman, so me and him fish all the time. I go to the mountains at least once a month. So I go to the beach. So yeah.
Oh, you like to be outside like that, huh?
Yeah, I like to be outside. I have like a little mini garden for all y'all that was talking about the healthy cooking and all that good stuff. So yeah, I have like a little garden and everything on my patio. So yeah,
Okay. You feel like that's where you want to stay?
not necessarily. No, um, I was born and raised here, so I'm still, the Holy Spirit is my guide. So wherever the Lord is leading me, that's where I feel led to go. But no, I don't want to stay here.
Okay. Cool. Hey guys, can you like pull a question out of the deck for us?
Question that.
Hey,
You don't got
hey,
questions?
and by
Huh?
the way, hold on, wait, pause. Most people have no idea how to plan a date that builds connection with 100 engaging dating cards, skip the small talk, and get straight to the real conversation. Let's take the dating game to the next level. Click the link in the description and use discount code CLIPS for 10% off. This is why, and let me tell you,
I'm just trying to make it interesting.
no. Put the camera on me, Lano. Put the camera on me. This is why, and this is a perfect time. This is why we need the Harley and Love deck because, brother, let me tell you, Josh is a good brother, but sometimes we just need to add an extra kick to that conversation just to keep it going to figure out who we are. So the Harley and Love card deck is in the description. And let me tell you, Josh, I absolutely will pull a question out here from the card deck just so we can go ahead and have some fun and spice this conversation up just a tad bit here because I'm gonna help this thing out because I'm feeling very good about what I'm seeing here. Okay, so check this one out here. How long? Okay, I'm gonna throw this out here for both of you guys. How long are you guys willing to date before you become official?
That's a good question. Josh, you want to go first? Or you
Yeah,
want?
see? How long? If I'm feeling it, I mean, if we get two consecutive date weekends back to back, we pretty much official. We go together then. But I no, well, you need time to like see people through different things, like see them stressed, see them happy, see them sad. So official as in committed, I'm gonna say about 3 to 4 months, but it could be shorter.
Okay.
Now the question, okay, but okay, that so how long? No, that was the question. How long you willing to date before you become official? But I want to add this in here. What about marriage?
Mm. So, so for me, it wouldn't be over a year, like a year, little under a year. I don't think it takes 5 years, 10 years to know. Men are very strategic, and I feel like men are wise. So they, you know, they know up front if they want to marry or not. So yeah, no longer than a year.
Okay. And what
Okay.
about making it official?
What do you mean? Making it official?
An exclusive relationship, an exclusive dating
Exclusively,
relationship.
yeah. So Josh, yeah, for sure. Like 3 months solid. 3 months of dating consistently and then making it official. I would say 3 to 4 months as well.
Now,
Okay.
can I jump in because the super chat actually came in? I would like to
Yeah.
ask that question for you guys. Shout out to Slave for Christ.
Slave for Christ going crazy as always. Slave for Christ with a fantastic question specifically for Josh. Josh, what are your thoughts on sex before marriage if the relationship is becoming serious?
Mm-hmm.
So I was afraid that was gonna come up because it came up last week. Right off, I'm not practicing celibacy, so I can say that.
Okay.
Got it. So would you say, now here's the thing. When you say you're not practicing celibacy, does that mean that it's off the table? Meaning that it's unreasonable. You're not waiting till marriage for sex, or you're open to wait for the right woman?
I get it and I understand it. I am a Christian, but basically I'm admitting that I'm not gonna be perfect. Like if I work good, and if I'm attracted to you, I'm not a virgin. So I think, and then once you open that box, it's hard to close it, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, thank you so much, by the way, for being honest with us, Josh.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of guys cap on that one because they
yeah.
want to go ahead and sound good in front of people, and you're letting us know exactly where you stand.
And once you're exposed, once you pop the fun don't stop, it's really difficult.
No, what you're saying is true. I want to get Allegra's take on this one here. Allegra, sex before marriage is where do you stand?
To add to it,
Go ahead.
I don't think. So two things. I don't think the wedding night is the night to be finding out things, and then if I feel like most people do that because they've made mistakes in the past with ignoring their emotions or ignoring other things, but they're being led by their emotions. So basically, if you're mature enough, I think you should be able to separate the two, like your desires versus if a certain person is good or bad for you. I know that's one reason why people say they have to be celibate, but to me, it's like if you're spiritual, I'm sorry, not spiritual, but if you're mature enough, you shouldn't have to do that.
Interesting
take, yeah.
So I mean, clearly gave us where you stand. Josh, are you cool did you want to add anything else before I went ahead and got Allegra's thoughts?
No, that's it. I know the chat go chew me up, but
yeah,
man, listen. Honestly,
it's just us.
I respect. Let me tell you, no, listen. I respect a brother that is willing to say his truth, knowing that people are not going to agree, rather than somebody that's going to just be saying whatever the crowd wants them to say. So I appreciate you again being honest. Now I want to talk to Allegra here. Because
wait, sorry. Actually, I do have two questions to go. I'm sorry. So, Allegra, are you a virgin?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna save my second question. I'm not gonna push that on you or nothing like that.
Okay.
No, go ahead and ask your question, brother.
Well, so how long have you been celibate?
I've been celibate for. How did you know I was celibate?
Oh.
I mean, he just popped that off like quickly, but no, I am. I do practice celibacy, and not abstinence, celibacy. Okay, there's a difference between the two.
Explain the difference. Explain the difference real quick before you continue.
For the people that may not know.
So celibacy is not engaging in any type of initial anything dealing with yourself, like whether it be like looking at something, watching something, porn, anything like that. Like it's completely making a conscious choice to be celibate and to be reserved for the Lord, right? Abstinence is like, oh, okay, well, I'm just staying away from it for a certain amount of time. It could be like I could go 3 months without it. I could go 5 months without it. I can go 6 months without it. But celibacy is like, no, I'm committed to living a life that until marriage. So yeah, I've been practicing celibacy for about 2.5 years now. That was a choice that I made between me and God. And I absolutely love it. I've had really hard times with it. But at the end of the day, what it has shown me though is that sex is not selfish. Sex is something that a man and a woman, a wife and a husband should indulge in because you're giving yourself. And so sometimes us as humans, because we are selfish minded, we take everything and we make it about ourselves. And so it should never, it's sacred and it should be pleasing unto one another. So that's kind of how I look at it. But yeah, so I've been practicing celibacy now for about 2.5 years. Proudly.
Also, earlier you said you were single since 2.5 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you were listening. Come on, listening ears.
Yeah, I was.
That's dope. I like that. And thank you for your transparency on sharing. So you are not celibate. You're abstinent right now.
I'm not celibate. Yes, and that's only because like I'm not at that level with anyone right now.
Gotcha.
Kind of like you.
That makes sense. I got you.
Is that so, Allegra? Is that a deal breaker for you, or are you open to building with a brother, who has some of the qualities that Josh is displaying here, but is really just not open to wait until marriage?
To me, it is a deal breaker because of the way that I live my life. However, if this individual, if Josh is like, hey, but this is something that I'm willing to try, then we can roll with it. So I'm not going to negate someone for willing to try, but I know that it can get hard. I've had a lot of guys that will come and just like test the water and see, and they would leave and I would be fine and confident in where I'm going. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's a deal breaker in the sense in my mental, but if someone is literally trying and wanting to grow in God and grow in themselves and learn more about themselves, then yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really move like that when it comes to that. I wouldn't like try to just step in and get that and leave. Like if I know I'm not gonna be there or like stay in it, then I'm not gonna engage like hard. No. So I'm not out here like messing with everything that moves. No, that's not my objective at all.
Okay.
Now this is, the conversation, nothing about this is surface level.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we cutting deep very quickly, and we really getting to the core, of a lot of the beliefs and the values, that both of you guys have. Y'all have had a brief conversation with each other, and I'm gonna be honest, I felt a bit of chemistry, between you guys. Obviously we had some hard conversations tonight, but I want to talk to my brother here, Josh, first, because Josh, do you see, based on this interaction that you had, you see some potential for there to be a match here, or you want to go ahead and have some offline communication and take this to the next level with Allegra?
I want to so me personally, it wouldn't hurt to do that. There's a lot of unanswered questions and things like that to talk about.
Okay. So you just to be clear, because I want to be clear, would you like to continue this conversation with her offline, or are you not interested at this point? I'm trying to get an interested or not interested.
I'm interested.
Okay.
But I think we have we still got a deal breaker between us though. So I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think we got to get Allegra's point of view on that, because I agree. I mean, if it's truly a deal breaker, but see, I don't know if it really was a deal breaker, because she said she put a but on it. And she said if he's willing to do this, it was like a contingency. So she seems like she's trying to be open and willing here,
Because it is tough. I mean, you meet people of different walks, and I'm sure guys, I haven't met that many guys that was abstinent. I meet them,
Yeah.
obviously, I practice abstinence as well, but, it's tricky.
And now I walked into abstinence. I'm recently walking into abstinence.
Right.
Like last year, first year ever in my life. So I get how, everybody's on the different spectrum in their spiritual walk.
Right.
But again, if it's a deal breaker, I understand it, Allegra.
Yeah.
And I just want to know where you stand so we can all get clarity. Are
Yeah.
you open to, continue the conversation? Are you interested in continuing the conversation with Josh offline and seeing if there's some potential in this relationship?
Yeah, I'm going to say no. The reason I say no is because I didn't hear any room for like, hey, I'm willing to. It was like, I'm not hitting everything that's moving. So there was no assurance that will be a tolerance level for him to even be able to walk through it. And so I'm looking for someone who actually wants to be on the same journey as me. But also not just want to grow, but be intentional about my journey and their journey as well. So it will be a no for me. I
That's
hope that
understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
That makes listen, lovers in the chat. I mean, you heard where Allegra stands. My lovers, you heard what Josh is on. If anybody wants to come in and pick up where things kind of left off and didn't quite work out, let us know. All you got to do is click the link in the description or the chat, and you could come up and join us on the show. Because I think we learned quite a bit about both of these singles tonight.